Alrighty then. Switch camera. There we go. Alright. My burnt and defective motherboard with a proper working one. I actually don't know if my microphone is captured, so I'm going to turn off that and see if this works. So, okay. Alright, yes, so I'm going to replace the burnt motherboard, which you can probably see there. That little spot is the fried part of the chip, as well as another spot over there, which you may not be able to see in this light. So two burnt, defective parts of the chip. I'm going to use this little light, but I burnt it, so not the smartest thing in the world. Yeah. Can I enable flash? Oh, there we go. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to have the new board here. Replacement sent to me from Creality. Here's the little box they sent. Ender 3. It has the RMA number on it. Hopefully that sharing that RMA number doesn't really matter. Yeah, so let me grab my phone charger because I don't want my camera to die. Or basically my phone. And I'm gonna do exactly what I just said here. We're gonna replace the motherboard. And I have a video. Actually, I'm not entirely certain if I will be able to keep the live stream going this entire time because I have a video of... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to go on my YouTube channel on my computer so that I can re-watch my previous video, which is me pulling apart the motherboard. Now, really, your experience with electronics and stuff, this should probably only take you 20 minutes. I would say maybe even less, basically just putting everything back together. But knowing me, it might take me longer. And also have to remember where all the screws and stuff go. So I'm going to take a look here at... Oh, sorry. I'm not going to have very good angles for this video. What I want to do is... Oh, no, I want to stop streaming. I just want to put this away. I'm going to take a look, actually, and see when was my video? 2 months ago. Okay, so it took them 2 months to send this replacement. I just got it today. So I came home from work, and we're going to take it apart, I guess, and... Oh, I already took it apart. We're going to put it together, is what I mean. So, looks like it's basically literally just the board. Nothing with it. Hopefully. QC passed. Okay. Hopefully that actually is correct this time. But I don't think we're just going to do that. I think we should also program it. And I bought... Well, you know what? First, we're going to just hook it up and see if it works. That's the most important thing. Then, if it does actually work, we're going to program it using Teaching Tech's guide to give it a bootloader, because I don't think the new chips have it. I also have to find SD card, which is one of these two. I think it's this Lexar one, which is the SD card it was sent with. Hopefully that's fine. Okay, so yes, let's see. Ender 3 motherboard disassembly. Let's go backwards. And the last bit of the video I pulled it out. Okay, so looks like I need to find a place to mount this, because I want to actually be able to record myself putting it together. So hang on. Oh wait, why is it telling me to rotate? No, I don't want to rotate. I want to leave it in that orientation. I need... What do I need? I need something. I should get my glasses. That will help. I was gonna have something. What was it? Oh, right. Something to hold my phone. self-stick. So you can see I'm very prepared for this live stream. Okay, now here's the pro question. How am I going to... No, I don't want to rotate it. I want to leave it this way and have it somehow able to be hooked up to my 3. Really, I'm gonna have to do it like this, the own way. So maybe I will utilize the actual Ender 3 itself somehow. Wrap a cable around like this. Problem is the phone itself is just so heavy. Wait, what if I put this underneath the cable? There we go, kinda holds it. I can actually pivot this like that. Ha! Makeshift tripod. Alright. Okay, so here's our new board. Here's our old board. I got the video playing. I should have downloaded it so I can literally just play it in reverse, but that's okay. What I need to do first off is, and unfortunately these wires are kind of connected, so it's going to be tough. I need to plug these 2 wires into this part. So these 2 wires, the power wires, into these 2 connectors, positive and negative. So I'm going to get ready to do that. And I think this is actually the exact same tool I used last time. But just to see who else is around, I guess, and maybe get some help, I'm going to share this video. You know what? Let me also make sure that the volume and stuff is working. Yep, okay. I'm going to share this video with the Ender 3 group. Ender 3, help. Rebuild? Why is it called rebuild? No, I misspelled it. Ah! Edit. Can I edit it while it's live? I guess so. Rebuild. Save. Okay. Wonder if there's a dashboard as well. Okay, regardless, we are going to do this. Hopefully my phone charges faster than it drains battery when it is using the flash. I don't know. It's at 20%, I think, which is actually quite low. So I might have to turn off the flash if it can't charge that fast. Is it just charging? Can I just tell me, are you charging? Okay, so yeah. So unfortunately there's not out anymore, so I'm just gonna have to live with it. But I can at least work on the board for now and loosen things. So not actually sure all of the wires that will need to be tight and loose, but I'll just this now. I don't know if there's anything I should be doing before I do this. Like, is there anything I should be doing to the board now before it's ready? I don't know. I'm also curious if having my phone like upside down is actually a problem or not, or if I should have it where right side up is facing me. Can I do that? I don't know if it will. Okay, well, you're gonna have to live with it being upside down. Alright, so this part should be easy enough. Black is on the left, red is on the right. Shouldn't be too hard to screw up. These are the tightest wires, though. So it's going to be kind of awkward to actually get them in. But once they're in, they're in. Come on. I should cut this thing to make it easier for myself, but why is that not working? Maybe I didn't loosen it enough. Oh yeah, it can loosen way more. That makes sense. There we go. I didn't know I can loosen it that much. Okay, that one's in. Let's just tighten the ground wire right away. And then we'll check to see if the power wire or the positive wire is in correctly, which it doesn't look like it is. This is pretty annoying. So something like that. Then tighten it. Like that. Alright. Now I want to make sure none of the wire is exposed. Doesn't look like it is. So we're going to say that's probably good. Gotta tighten those up just a wee bit more. And give it a short, sharp tug, and that looks good. Okay. That was, I guess, the easy part. Now the next part is that there are... I got a buzz from something. Was that somebody on the live stream? I don't know. Oh, I can do a pop-out chat? Oh, that's handy. Can I do this? Okay. What was that? Oh, that was from Facebook. Okay, I don't care. Excuse me. Alright, so the next thing is I have power wires going into these. So there's a what looks like a positive and negative. Hopefully you can still see that. So negative and positive. But I need to watch this for a second and make sure that that is correct, because I could have that backwards. That would be bad. Back up 1 second. Okay, no, so I did have that backwards. So it's the same order. It's negative towards me and red away from me. And those are 2 skinny wires. So I would say it's more than likely these 2 wires. These 2 skinny wires. However, the reason this could be confusing is because there's these 2 fat red wires, which I think go beside each other. These fat red and black wires. So I need to watch further back and find out where those wires go. So it looks like these two red wires go here, furthest slots. Then we have a skinny red wire and a fat red, a skinny red wire and a fat red wire next to each other. That's weird. Why would a skinny red wire and a fat red wire be next to each other? Doesn't make sense. Also, these boards are slightly different, which is interesting, I think. So my thumb is just in the way. So skinny red wire and a fat red wire are side by side. Oh, it's a red black wire. It's not a pure red. It's not a pure black wire. It's a red black wire. Where's that? Red black wire. Once I get all these little loose wires, then the rest should be easy because they should just be plug and play. So, continue. So we have a red and black wire. So there's definitely a red and black wire here on these two next terminals. But I don't know if they're the skinny red and black or the fat red and black. In fact, I don't know why there's two fat and red and black ones. That's confusing me. It should just be the two short ones, which are the power. Where are the long black and red ones from? Okay, maybe I should skip and do these two red ones so they're out of the way. Maybe I should turn the volume on so I can hear myself.
Makes sense, so bad. It might even say somewhere, but I'm not sure because.
Oh, right, these must be the heated bed wires. I see ground and 12 volt on the thing. Oh no, there's all these screws on here. Okay, so if I turn it so that the camera can see, then there's 12 volt written on here. It's not focusing. 12 volt and ground, and then 12 volt and ground, and 12 volt and ground, I think. But this stupid heat sink is covering it. I don't even know if I can get this heat sink off of the old motherboard. I don't want to ruin my screwdriver. Oh, it's 24. Oh, I guess it's 12 volt plus. So I don't really know what that means.
Because the bed is off. That makes the most sense to me.
So if these wires go to the heated bed, and this one, this black wire has a red stripe on it. Okay, so let's find the black wire with the red stripe. Maybe that is that one.
Okay, so these really big wires.
These really big wires, so it must be these ones.
Wire, it looks like it's a skinny red wire, but it's actually partially black.
Ah, nice. I got it. So this skinny red wire is actually this big fat black wire, which is in the second row, and then the skinny black and red wire are in the first row. So let's go back to somewhere here. Okay, let's go back for like 5 seconds.
There.
All right, so red. So we have the skinny red wire is this one here. Let's make sure that's like all the way loose so it's easy to get in. And then the skinny black wire is right beside it. So that's these two. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm like trying to manage the cables as well as I do this so that I don't end up tying stuff together somehow. So not quite sure where these two are coming from, but all I know is that I want them separate. Okay, there we go. So these two wires are separated. And do the red wire first. So get our screwdriver. Get this thingy. And just go in to the hole like that and tighten until it tightens no more. Done. Alright, red wire done. Black wire. Skinny black wire. And this is kind of really the reason I started this channel, is to document stuff for future me and say stuff as I go, which is also handy for my sanity, I think. Ooh, that was not even in at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of safe to screw up because I'm not powering it on until it's done. Okay, I think that's right. Nope, that's wrong. I'm probably not inserting it correctly. Alright. That has got to be right. No, what? What am I doing wrong here? How am I not inserting this at all? Okay, loosen. Just go loosen a lot. There. Now, put the wire in and tighten. And it should clamp down on the wire. Yeah. Okay. Both of those are done. I don't like how my phone is very precariously perched here, but it's okay. Alright. So the two skin wires are done. So now we can kind of get these out of the way, mostly. Now comes the thick wires, red and black. One which looks like a red wire from how it was plugged in, but it's actually a black wire with a red stripe. This is so precarious. Why am I doing it this way? Oh, jeez. Yeah. So that would be, I'm having like the wire like cross over me and everything. This is awful. Alright. So those two wires are these two wires, which definitely look like they go to the bed. And they should be plugged in just the same way. So red wire is to the right and black wires to the left. Now these ones are thicker and not so maneuverable. So let's just make sure it's really, really loose. Give us the most room to play with. And then we will put in first the red wire, just like before. Red wire goes in and we awkwardly tighten over top of everything else. I can feel it, come on. Okay, good. And then black wire beside it. Make sure that one's loose. Okay, those two should be done. Simply, wasn't difficult. Like that. Okay. Nope, that's shaky. We might have to live with shaky. Oh, come on. You know what? That's fine. Still shaky. Alright, so those are done. And now the two red wires, which, you know, I don't actually know where they go to. Oh, you know what they go to? They go to the heating element in the hot end. So they doesn't matter which way they go because they just go to a heating thing, a heating block. It doesn't care about positive and negative. However, the ends are like pretty frayed up here. I don't know why. So we're just gonna try and fix those. I don't have a wire stripper, which is kind of bad. But they just go in the last two slots, so here and here. And they don't have any labeling or anything on them, which is kind of annoying. And I bet it would also be very annoying to replace the hot wiring that it runs through and stuff. Like, there's no way you're getting these wires back in the same wiring conduit unless you take the whole thing apart. Okay, so just one at a time, as we have been doing. One. And two. All right. Happy times. Now what comes before this? Probably the easy stuff. I don't see any more loose wires.
Simple. One piece.
Oh, it was hot glue? So, a red and black. So red and black one somewhere here? I don't see it.
Okay, so that does it all for all of the simple plugs.
Oh, you know what? It's this thing. This was the last one that came out, and this is attached to this plate. And I can probably see fan. Yeah, I see fan. So, brushing all this stuff aside, this goes in here. So,
okay, so that does it all for all of the
and this, get out of here.
Plugs. Now we can go see what we
Shut up.
learned back here.
So yeah, so this just goes into this place. It says fan on the board. So, definitely not complicated. Feels loose though. And probably why they're all hot glued in.
These are kind of hard to pull out. That shouldn't.
can probably do this without the video because it says in very, very tiny letters X step, or and E temp. But I want to just make sure that I'm doing it right.
Stop. One. Or I could just be putting some little force into it, but it's basically. Okay, but we got the Z did stop out. For the next one, that was.
So Z stop comes from the
Y
Z
stop.
motor, which is just over there. It's actually
Here.
not a part of any of this wiring mess, interestingly enough. So that
This one's retarded to get out.
plugs in
E
like
R
that. Now I'm
X.
kind of doing this in a funny order because I'm following the video basically, but not quite backwards. These two fans or whatever they are, get out of here.
Now we have our motherboard fan.
Why stop?
So that one should be pretty easy to put in as well.
And X stop.
So this switch
I think it's this one.
side.
X.
These are kind of hard to pull out.
Yes, yes. Oh, come on. They're also kind of hard to put in. Okay, done, done, done. Okay, so those are all back. So what happened before the stops? Pulled out some other stuff.
All along the back.
Okay, looks like it was this
Hot glue.
blue and yellow cable, which is a fan, actually. And that fan goes right here. If you can see it, right
Not
there.
put any stress on the wires. Just the plastic, so. Here we go, inspecting it, looks fine. It didn't actually working, to be honest. Now we move on to the stop switches. So this first one.
Okay, so before this, looks like we're on a different place. We're at the motors or something.
So they're mostly out of the way.
Okay, so we got them out of the way.
This rather I'll do that concludes the step out. And for the last step order.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious at this point. We just have to find the X stepper motor, Y stepper motor, Z stepper motor, E extruder. So again, in case you can't tell, so X, Y, Z, and E. So the letter is to the right. So Z is and Y are upright, and they're to the right of the plug, except for the X plug, which is to the left. So yeah, so this should be pretty easy. I don't even need the screwdriver, but I might need to like push it down. So we have Y, we have E. I want to put this in like a decent, in the right order so they have all the room that they need. So this is X. This is the X motor. So that goes over here. Just like that. And I do kind of want to be careful about getting fingers all over these chips stuff, because oil could lead to them overheating. Then this is the Y. Should be able to see that. I think that's in. Then we have the Z, which is this one. That goes in here. And finally the E, which goes in here. Okay. Now, we only have 2 loose fans. One, I tied a black tape around to remember that it was different than this other one. And I can see one is coming from the back of the bed, which is strange, and leads me to think that it's probably the power supply. And the other that's coming from the hot end cables, which leads me to think it's for the hot end. So I just have to find out where these 2 are from, and I know that I put tape around them, so smart job me.
First, all the different is our E temp, extruder temperature, and this non-labeled one, will be unlabeled, is our B mod.
So looks like this extruder temperature one is the far end here, and the unlabeled one is for that. So it should be as simple as plugging that into there, the labeled one, and then plugging the other one to the other one. And if we look at the things, this one says E-temp on the board, and the other one says B-mot, which is, I guess, bed. It should be bed temp sensor. I don't know why it's called B-mot. I don't know what that means.
Is the temp.
Okay, now really, I think the only thing that's left is this ribbon cable that goes into the LCD screen. So we'll take the other end, plug it into the back of the LCD. Oh, it's gonna go over there. I'm not gonna rearrange the whole thing. I just gotta find out where this goes again. I think it just goes in the first slot. I could be wrong. I don't know if I actually have an Ender manual around, but I will check that. Yes, I do. Of course, I kept the instructions because I knew I would have to do this. Let's see. Now, all right, it folds like this. Yeah. Where's the cables? Show me the cables. It was already plugged in. Oh, step 12? Yeah, it looks like it doesn't actually say which one you're supposed to plug it into, but I'm gonna presume that I plugged it into the correct one. Which is kind of funny that doesn't say on the actual. It says EXP3. That's all it says. I don't know if you can make sense of that, but we're gonna say that we probably did it right. Now, what I should do is reattach it to the base to make sure it's like rounded or whatever, and we don't risk blowing it up or something. I don't even know. I don't remember which way this goes in. Like this. Yeah. I think I was smart. I put in the video the whole disassembly.
Right, with the LCD voltages.
Nope, I didn't.
disassemble, documented, rather than.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to guess that these screws in here are somehow related to the board. I don't know how though. So we'd have to figure it out, I guess. I'm gonna guess basically that the shortest ones I have here are the ones that fit. I'm gonna get my store-bought set of Allen keys here for this process because they're all Allen heads or hex heads, whatever you call them. And I don't use the Allen keys, hex keys for the that Ender provides you because they don't fit. Same with TiVo, they're not accurate. They're very weirdly made, like very cheaply made, and even this set is from a cheap set of tools, and it's better. So yeah. We can see that there's a bunch of holes. So there's one here which looks like it goes into that hole. There's one over here as well. Goes into that hole. And there's one more like down here in the middle. I don't really want to plug them in, but I think I should just to make sure that the board is grounded. I don't know if that's going to affect anything, but you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. I think there's actually even more screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4, 5. I think there's 5 all over the place. Okay, this Allen key is too big. That was 2.5 millimeters. Let's try 2. 2 is the right size. Okay. So this is gonna be tricky. So I have the screw with the keys here, and okay, that kind of worked. Just drop them right in. Now we have to line the board up somehow and screw this in. But this is going to be the tricky bit. The board is pretty square against this. I guess it has to be right up against the SD card slot, so it needs to be quite square. So, oh geez, come on. Ah, stupid little screws. Ah! Okay, I definitely foresee this being a frustrating process. Because it's already frustrating. It's gotta get right over the hole. And then screw into the hole. Oh! I think they probably did this before they plugged any of the things in. Would make more sense. At the factory, I mean. Okay. Hold like that. Oh, don't move until I'm ready. Oh, I got it. And if you think your vision of what's going on is poor, mine's not much better. Alright. One screw is in. So that should make the rest fairly straightforward. Just gotta make sure I don't drop them again. Because that's annoying. 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 Ah, like that. But I wanted to avoid needle nose pliers. Jar jar. It's not that easy even with this. Okay, can I hold it by the needle nose pliers and put it in? I don't think so. Maybe. Huh. Nope. Oh, jeez. Don't kick everything. The word probably if it went under the motherboard somehow. Oh. Where's the Allen key? Come on. Go on. Ow. Okay, that's pretty close. I think I got it. A Lamau. I did. Get it out of here. Ow. Ow. I think that's as tight as it'll go, but I just want to get a little bit more. There we go. Okay, 2 more of this size. Oh, 1 more of this size, actually. I don't know where the other one goes. Unless I lost one, so it's possible. Wait, 2 are longer. Why are 2 longer? That's weird. Did I get it first try? Nope, missed. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Wow. Why is it rolling off right away? What am I doing here? I'm giving it too much of a nudge. No, don't go in the wrong way. Backwards. Ugh. There we go. Hit the blooper in the hole. There. I mean, I don't need all the screws, right? Honestly, don't know why I have more screws than I think I should have. I really don't. What I know is that this cable is in the box. Something like that. This fan goes on top of the box with this cable slotting like this. And the whole thing fits somehow like that. Cable goes there, and that goes there, and I don't know how any of this fits together. I guess these two screws go on the side here. Oh, you can't really see this. So the thing went on, these two screws go here. They're the biggest screws. Thankfully, those are obvious. So I think I'll screw this base piece in first, so I kind of know how it goes. And it kind of floats above. Just kind of a bit annoying. I'm not really sure which Allen key these use, so let's find out. It's not the biggest one, it's the next biggest one. These are 3mm screws. 3mm Allen hex heads. Whatever, man. Oh, man. There's one. Not tight all the way yet. Can't quite see this. Whatever. There's two. Now the second one's in, I'll tighten this more, and then come back to this one, tighten it. That's probably fine. Okay, now I have to figure out how this fits on here, just so. There's that, and there must be something over there in the front. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It just looks like a hole in the front. I don't know. Is that anything? I have still a bunch of screws. Can only assume I have a lot of screws left. Why? Why is there so many screws? Slightly concerned. Only slightly. Only a little concerned. I have too many screws. This is the problem of not being good and consistent with documenting things. Okay, well, now all really we have to do is power it on and see what the hell happens. And I'm pretty scared. And I admit, a little scared. Oh look, we're at 60% from 20%. That's cool. Yeah, because this thing, have the cable here, have the Z stop, have the LCD screen. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Let's double check and make sure that our power supply is actually set to 115 volts. It is. It definitely is. So we didn't screw that part out. So, what's this for? That's a light. We don't need that because that light doesn't work. So here we go. I'm gonna plug it in. Hopefully I don't have it off or on by mistake. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. Kind of want to, like, if anything happens, my arm's gonna burn. Oh. Okay. This was smart of me. I don't actually have it connected. So, yeah. We have to connect it back there. But the good news is, this was happening last time. Our power supply does work, and still works. So that's good. Didn't hear the fan come on, but the fan is running. You can actually just kind of see it spinning away there. So power works. We're going to make sure power is removed from the system. So we're going to give it a few seconds for that to clear. And then we're going to plug in the motherboard. This is the scariest part. Well, second scariest aside to maybe turning it on again. Okay, so we just have to plug these two wires together. Nothing should happen. The power should be cleared. We have ground. Everything's grounded. I don't know if I'm grounded, but shouldn't be touching exposed wires or anything, so we should be good. So I don't know if I can put this anywhere to hold for me. So just out of frame. Oh well. Okay. Okay. These are connected. Alright. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. I'm like backing up as far as I can from this. Actually, I want to have the motherboard box exposed in case it goes up in flames again. Okay, ready? Lights on. The screen says enter. The fan's going. There's a little light in there. Okay, that's off. Error. Min temp. Error min temp. Fan at 1%. What does that mean? Error min temp. Shit. Did I not plug in the temperature sensor correctly? Maybe I didn't. Maybe the temperature sensor in here is no good. Min temp. Okay. I might have to do some research to find out why the temperature sensor is no good, but we're auto homing. This is good. This is a good first step. It looks like XY worked as well, so pretty happy with that. Let's make sure this doesn't somehow fuck up. Okay, so as you can see, it does go past the bed. So there's a risk of the nozzle touching the metal bed and somehow I don't want this kind of control. I want to move. I thought it was under motion. Guess not. Let's go to prepare. Move axes. 10 millimeters. XY. You can only move X and Y. 1 millimeter? Z. Okay. happy. I'm just happy that it's away from the bed, you know? Now what we should be doing is taking these all the way down, which I think is by tightening them like this. And then we can loosen them there. Yeah. Just going to where one finger doesn't tighten that enough. This will be very uneven when it starts, but that's okay. Okay, now we have to find out what does air temp mean. Nozzle temperature is not working at all, and fan for some reason is at 1%. So I would say probably has something to do with the nozzle temperature sensor, which, who knows, could be all sorts of messed up. All right. Actually need to take a quick hiatus, I think. This is no good. No place to put this. Well, I'm just going to stare at the floor for a minute. I apologize. Or my knee, I guess. Stop. Air, min, temp, ender 3. Check if it isn't loose or hanging, and if everything's fine, then it's a faulty board. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm gonna restart the live stream in a bit to try to fix temperature sensor.